Welcome back to Unfiltered Romance Nights. We are your hosts, Colleen.
And I'm Marjorie. Tonight we will be reviewing The Wrong Bride by Catharina Maura. This is book 1 in the Windsor's series, and it follows Aris and Raven's story. Tropes for the book are billionaire arranged marriage, sister's ex-fiancé, best friend's older brother, age gap, 10 years, and unrequited love. Before we start discussing the book, please check the author's trigger warnings, if there's any. I don't remember. I don't also read trigger warnings. So, apologize ahead of time. You have the book in front of you. I don't think there's really much.
All in all, it was not in my opinion, who I am a dark romance reader, it's not, to me, it's a lighter romance. It wasn't dark.
I would say it's contemporary.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, like we said, this is sister's ex-fiancé, and I'll just say right off the cuff, I loved it because, and I'm only going to say this, because it pissed me off so much. Like, if a book can really do that to me, if you can get me feeling, yeah, it's good. So, that's all I'm saying.
So, what is your book rating? What is your star rating then?
Oh, it was definitely a 5-star for me. Okay. I flew through this. Spice, I don't really think it was that spicy.
There's spice in there, but there's not a lot of spice.
Yeah, it's not, that wasn't the crux of it, no. So like what? It's like midway.
I did it as 4-star because, well, we'll talk about it, everything. I liked it. It put me through a ringer, definitely. And usually I think it's probably because I was listening to the audiobook 80% of the time. Right. So audiobook, it's definitely different when you're reading it because it is a duet narration, which is my favorite type of narration.
Yeah.
So it's a performance. So when you have to feel the feelings, you are fucking feeling it. So it was a range of emotions for me. Like I would go for with laughing with the banters because there are some funny banters in there. And then I would giggle with the sweet moments because Aris did have a sweet moment. He would do sweet things.
Yeah.
A little here and there. And then I would also kind of laugh because he would be so possessive and jealous, but he doesn't want to admit his feelings, or I don't know if he's confused or whatnot. And then when you put on when she has conversation with her sister, Raven has conversation with her sister and the mom, I get pissed. Yeah. And when they literally belittle, ignore her feelings, it just, there were moments where when she was literally in tears because of what they're telling her, I was crying because that's brought back emotional trauma for me for childhood and stuff when it comes to my mom. And and I'm just what the fuck am I listening to? It's not even a bad what the fuck. It's why am I putting myself into this?
Right.
I wanted to, at some point, I kept wanting to DNF it. And then I was okay, no, I know there's going to be HEA. I wanted to see the groveling pretty much. And then there were moments where he would side with the sister, with the ex. And I'm just
no.
Oh, again, emotional trauma from past. As far as other women, and I'm just good God, I'm fucking working. I'm listening to this, and I was I'm oh my God, I'm why am I doing this to myself? And then I was texting you what the fuck?
I know.
This is you're when I said I'm teary eyed. Your response was excuse
what?
Me, what? Because
I know.
Apparently, I should not be reading these types of books. So, just that's that.
It was kind of that wasn't what it was about, but when there was spice, I would give it middle of the road.
I would put it between 1 and 2.5.
Yeah,
I mean, there were portions where she edged us, he stuck it in a little bit, and then they're hey, somebody's home. What?
I know.
Why would you do this? They're it's just getting hot and heavy. It's when we talk to Jaggers, I have a headache, blank page.
Oh, right.
That's how it felt. And I think I have notes. See, I made notes because it's all my feelings.
Was
like
it cathartic for you to write notes because you were like getting your emotions out?
Yes, a little bit. I was like, what the fuck, fuck off, like just all that feelings, and then it was cathartic. I literally had to like bite my tongue just so I wouldn't like cry. Then I'd be like, oh shit, my tongue hurts. Now like I'm okay now. I can move on from that emotion. But like I felt like, okay, we'll go to the thoughts for FMC. So like Raven, I felt for her. Like there were like experience of hers that I've experienced, like feelings and stuff like that, emotions. So I related to her. And usually, you know me, I do not like FMCs at all. Hardly. And like unless they're like super badass. And I loved her. And especially towards the end when like I'm standing up for myself. Like enough is enough. Like there is so much I can take where I don't like myself anymore. I am not me. Like I love you, but is this even worth it to like me hating myself and all this stuff? Like, I was proud of her. Like, I wish, like, but there were several moments I was like, oh, is she leaving him yet? Is she leaving now? Like, yes, she's gonna leave. And then I'm like, he pulled you in. And then when she finally, like, I had enough. I was like, yes. Like, and he didn't know where she was. I love that. And all his siblings knew where she was. Like they sided with her and pretty much, because the grandma sided with the sister pretty much. Ish.
Oh, with Hannah?
Yeah, she kind of sided because, you know, she was preggers.
Oh, well, that I was like, wait,
at
what?
that point, I also like when she talked to Raven, we're like, you know, you need to like figure out what makes you happy. I'm not telling you what you can do, what you need to do, but do whatever makes you happy. So I love that part when she was, I'm leaving, you know.
Well, because she was always a part of that family, although not blood related. She was, you know, with the best friend being the sister. So I get what you're saying. And I think the grandmother only sided with the sister, with Hannah, is because it's all about the bloodline and the family, even though the grandmother never liked Hannah. So, yeah, my thoughts on Raven were, I liked her. I wished that she would have been stronger sooner, only because I always internalize things and I'm like, oh, hell no, I wouldn't have put up with that. Nope. I would have left at jump. Like when Hannah came in and was like, oh, I'm pregnant. I would have been like, I'm fucking out. I've hit the limit. I'm done.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it's like, she needs a backbone. That's one of my things. And then I think I remember like texting you. I was like, I would have been out sooner than this. Like,
yeah,
that sister is like.
And let me ask you a question. With Raven, I feel like she allowed herself to be hurt for so many years. Like, for example, very early in the book, she would go with him, with Eris, like shopping for the sister's birthday. She always was just like the good friend, you know, and she never spoke up. And let's be honest, this whole time he thought that he slept with the sister and it was never her, because that sister is a piece of shit. And I recommend to the author to have a book, have a very short book for Hannah, 1 page, and it says, Hannah DuPont drove off a cliff. She's dead. That's it.
Well, I mean, I think the ending is pretty good. The fact that, you know, he knew that she was having an affair the whole time. And, you know, the pregnancy was not, you know, like okay, spoiler alert. I'm pretty sure everybody knows that's spoiler. So if you haven't read it.
Yeah. Tough shit.
Yeah. This is a bunch of spoilers. So I'm glad that the pregnancy wasn't his. I had a feeling it wasn't his because I was like, there's no way it's his. Like, they look like they don't even have sex. Like, I don't know. Like, their relationship is just like weird, but whatever. And I like the ending where he was like, you are not going to work anymore anywhere.
Yes.
He does control it. And then, you know, I like when Raven finally stood up with them. I was like, the mom is like, what the fuck is wrong with that mom? I was like, and then the fact that Hannah's like, well, the only reason that you're alive is because we needed your bone marrow. I was like,
spare parts. Yeah.
If she wasn't alive, you'd be dead, fucker. Like, I was like, have some gratitude. Like, And, finally it's like, oh, I'll just tell Aris to dissolve the merger. You can have it. Like, Hannah can have that fucking company. Good luck. Because they really needed the Windsor's money. That's why they were merging. Windsor don't need anybody's money. They needed the Windsors. That's why. And I like that Aris let her, stand up for herself and not rescue her at that point with the mom, because he was watching and, he overheard it. So I like that part. What do you think of Aris?
He was a little bit of a bitch at times. And I mean, like, not to say a man can't be indecisive, but you don't get to be wishy-washy and, like, you're done. Hannah showed you her ass. When someone shows you their ass, believe them. She said, I'm out. At that point in time, you need to lock those feelings down and move forward, which you attempted to do, but it was a very back and forth. Come on.
Like that guilt thing. It's like, what are you guilty for? She kept like postponing. And then
I know.
Literally the last minute, it's like, bye. Like thinking it's going to be okay. I'll be forgiven. It's like, dude, how many times have you already rescheduled this and thinking that's still going to be okay? I had a like-hate relationship with Aris, because it was like, at first it was like, oh, okay, you're doing good. And then Hannah enters and is like, I still love you. And I'm like, it's either you really are into Hannah and no feelings at all for Raven, then let her do her own thing, And every time I feel like they're getting at a good point, Hannah decides to be like, I'm back. And then he's like, oh,
I know.
Hi. Like,
I'm going to meet up with her for drinks or whatever it was,
Their wedding night. I was just like, what? It's like, my husband does that. Peace out. Like, we are going to have separate rooms, or even if we have to have a share room, you go sleep on the floor. And you can't get jealous. Because the thing is too, is like, I was kind of like, why are you getting jealous? You were just like, she was at your sister's and you assumed that she met up with somebody when you had dinner with Hannah. Like, what? No, you cannot be jealous. He's like, whatever. And yet he's so all up in her, like dreaming about her all the time and all that stuff. And I'm like, make up your mind. I wish he groveled more. I do feel that.
That was a lot of people's complaints.
That's why I gave 4.
There were people that DNF'd this book or gave it low ratings because they didn't like how everything unfolded. And I wonder, and this is not a judging thing, but I wonder if you cataloged people, like, I don't know if that's the right word, but if you polled people and how many of the people that read this were actual dark romance readers who dabble in contemporary, and how many of them were contemporary romance, because I think they expected sometimes what the villains do, in a sense, I mean, he made his grand gesture.
Mm-hmm. I still feel like he should have, just my opinion. Yes, he did say that I'm just giving you a week and then you're coming home. But for what you put her through the whole time, you needed to grovel more than that. This is why I like her friendship with Silas, because Silas is like, are you sure? Even the siblings is like, are you sure? All the siblings are like, we will support you no matter what. You are our sister. You're like part of the family, even if you're not by blood. But like, is it worth it? Because she got like crucified because of what Hannah put out there. It's like,
I know. That was so fucked up.
I felt like he needed to grovel more.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. Like, their relationship, him and Aris and Hannah's relationship, nobody knew about it really because she was a hoe, undercover hoe. But
that's why she didn't want to be photographed with him. Now we know, because she was fucking everybody.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's like, once she found out the sister married him, she was like, had to come running back and take it away from her. She took everything away from her sister. The sister was the honest, because the sister would have been a better actress. The sister was smarter. The sister, I mean, almost had this guy and she was like, oh no.
Well, yeah, like, that night that she spent with, the night that, she lost her V card to Aris, she sneaked out and Aris thought it was just like a dream, but it was, and then woke up, it's Hannah. So he assumed it was Hannah and it wasn't. But because Hannah already knew that Aris had feelings for her, or like he looks at her more than, I felt like I would have wanted more like other woman drama, but not the sister. Cause yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know like there are siblings that are like that do shitty things like that. And then there are parents that do shitty things like that. And I'm glad she has the Windsor, behind her. Like they did more family and the dad too. But like the dad is very torn, But like to make excuses for Hannah, like, oh, she was sick, the whole time. Like she's not sick anymore. You can only use that as an excuse. And the mom is like, you can't even handle this PR. Why would I give you the company? She doesn't need the company. She has her own company. She's already flourishing. Like she has her own company. She's a great model. Like Jesus.
That's a tough pill to swallow because me and my mom are super close and I could never imagine my mom saying any of those things to me. Even if I gained weight, she'd wait for me to say it first and then she would be like, yeah, no, I mean, you still look good, but maybe, yeah, I noticed a little, but not much. My mother would never hurt me unless I was dating someone she didn't like. Then she was full force. She's like, he's a fucking loser.
I don't really want to say a lot of things in here because I don't know.
No, I'm just
they listen to it or not. But like they would not say anything bad about Tommy, whatever, like any of that. But when it comes to me, like I fucking get the brunt of it. Like yeah, I text you. Like was it yesterday that I texted you? Yeah, I think it was yesterday.
It was last night. Yeah.
Because I was on a group call with them and my brother was the one who called us because my niece was awake and she wasn't fussy. So we're like, talking to her and then I didn't even say anything. And then she's like, opened that can of worms. And I'm just like, and I think my brother saw my face. So he was just like, oh, I need to feed the baby and we're going to call you back. Let's get up. Because she said something to my brother too and my niece. And I'm like,
yeah. Okay. Sometimes moms, not that we're going to turn this into a therapy.
But it's the same thing. And that's why I was like, this is fucking emotional trauma for me. Because
I know.
I grew up. I grew up like, that's how I felt. It's like, because there's a 5 years gap between my brother and I will never like, no matter what, it's like, if this is how I felt like when I was growing up. It's like, no matter how good I get with like school and all that stuff and my brother like fail or whatever, he's the golden child. I'm that child that they never wanted, tried to abort, but couldn't get rid
Marjorie.
of. That they couldn't get rid of. So I'm just like, that's why when I was like reading, I was like, oh my God, I cannot. No, we're not doing this here. Shit.
I hope that then the book gave you a little bit of, not closure, but like,
oh shit,
a little something.
I don't think we should put this on YouTube. Oh my God.
Are you crying?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh
yeah. Okay.
Oh, I love you, friend.
Thankfully, I'm not wearing mascara.
I'll share my mom with you. I'll share my mom with you. She sends things in the mail all the time. Like you'll get gifts galore. We love Diane.
But yeah. So that's why, as I said, I'm like, this is like a fucking emotional roller coaster book. I'm glad there was like, oh my God, this is the first time I'm doing this.
Oh, this is going on YouTube.
Oh my God, it's gonna go on YouTube and I'm like crying. Oh my God.
Oh.
Shit.
That's because you kept saying, I don't cry about books. I don't cry over books.
I know, because I avoid them.
Of all books, would it have been this one?
The motherfucking books that make me cry. And usually I can tell that like when in on TikTok, like under the scars that I wanted to read. They're like, no, there's no HEA. You're gonna fucking cry. I was like, okay, I'll put it on my TBR, but I wouldn't do it right now. So I actually texted my friend that read the whole series for this. I was like, is the next book? Because I still want to read all of them.
No, I think it's one of the brothers, right? So
yeah, it's Luca and Valentina.
It should be fine.
Yeah, and I was like, how are the next ones? Because I can't do this kind of emotional roller coaster where I'm like crying. I wanted to like throw my phone, even though I'm like listening to audio. Obviously, I can cut it out or whatever. I'm like, I'm sorry, people. Like, usually I'm just like laughing and like being mean or whatever on books. Like right now, I'm like in tears. Holy shit.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Okay. Moving on.
Moving on to favorite scene.
I don't even remember what my favorite scene is.
For sure, for me, it was definitely when Hannah got her ass handed to her. Because it was such the buildup. Like, I had been waiting for it since the beginning. Like, this fucking bitch. So for me, that was that. And then, of course, you know, the happily ever after, like him doing his grand gesture.
Engagement. I like the engagement, the surprise engagement. Did you read the bonus one? I didn't feel like downloading it, so I didn't read the bonus.
No, I didn't. No.
But I was like, it was their second wedding.
Yeah. Done the right way, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still a good wedding. Like, I mean, technically, she planned it. She planned it. She planned to hold the fucking wedding. Might as well. She designed the wedding gown. Might as well. It's like, it's kind of her weddings, just like Hannah's taste.
Not her dress.
Right. I'm glad, though, that she put her foot down when it came to the house where, like, yes, Hannah designed all of them or redid the interior, and then they redid the whole thing, and he was included. And then the fact that she designed their wedding rings, you know. So I like that. And then he got that engagement ring for her that she wanted. Never again. Okay, just for future reference, we will not do this again because I cannot do this. Like, we can buddy read without talking about stuff that could make us cry. This is why I didn't.
Wait, is this a trigger? Is this your first trigger? You can't do mom, shitty moms.
I've read other books that have like horrible moms and never. I think it's more of like when it's her inner monologue. Like, I don't amount to anything. Like, that's her feelings.
Oh yeah.
And that's okay. Like, we're not. Let's keep it
going.
Let's keep it going. This is gonna be like a therapy session. Oh my god! Now I'll need like hot naked guys on TikTok just so I can be like, man.
I will send you some. I will look.
I can stalk that guy. I like that guy because he's one of the nice ones that actually likes everybody's comments as long as they're like nice and.
We're gonna skip over favorite quotes because I don't remember my ass from my elbow.
It's where when she finally said like to Aris that's like, you know, I love you, I will always love you, but like when she was leaving, that whole paragraph, that's one of the ones because it made me so happy for her. Like, you know, you stood up for yourself. Like you know your worth. Like, and it's true. Maybe sometimes love is not enough.
No.
I'm gonna leave it at that for that one because we're not gonna do that either. Like, you know, like when she was like early on when they just first got married, and you know he would always side with her, even though he would say it's like, oh, you're my wife, you know, I would never cheat on you, whatever, blah blah blah. But as soon as Hannah comes back, it's like, oh, hey Hannah, like that,
because he felt like he owed it to her to have a conversation, but she owed it to you to break it off face to face. How about that?
Like he felt guilty for like all that stuff, and he was always like especially when he said like I feel trapped. That's like, and she heard it. It's like I would have fucking left at that point
for sure.
I'd be like, I'm gone, bye. Like you felt trapped. Here, okay, here, you're free. Like here you go.
But I wonder if she didn't leave. And I don't know if I can't remember because I read this like a month ago, but did she not leave because the family expected her to stay? She had to stay married to him for
but I think it was more of like
They had to sleep in the same
her
place.
thing was like, I have to, this is my chance to fight for the guy that I love, that I've been in love with. It's like, because she was like, in her mind, like, if I get, because she's always said, like, if I ever given a chance to fight for him, I will take that chance. And this was her chance. So it was until like, and then, when Hannah says like, you pretty much just force him to, because you were like seducing him or blah, 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 like with all what she was wearing and all that. That was like, that was a trigger, I guess, for me, because I was just like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? Like, I was like, why am I emotional? Am I getting my monthly thing? I was like,
maybe.
I was chalking it. We're going to chalk it up to that. But like, because been in that shoes, not like that somebody's telling me like, you're never going to be good enough, but it's more of like, as long as the relationship has like, we're like therapy session in here, but it's kind of like I felt like at one point, like I'm trying like not to like, so you don't like get mad at this person, but I feel like, already, but like, I'm just going to skate around it. Like
me, I'm not going to get mad.
No, but like, you're going to be pissed. Like, I wouldn't be chosen, like, far as relationship wise. It's like, that person, because it's like, she's young, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, so I felt that, like, kind of connected to her that way. And I'm just like, to me, it's like, when I was reading that, it's like, just leave. Like, like, you're not really that quite invested yet in this relationship. Yes, you've been in love with him, but fuck that shit, man. Like, you hear it saying like, I'm trapped. Or like, no matter what, like, I can't hurt, but like, either way, I'm going to hurt one of you. Like, I'll feel guilty of which one. You know what I mean? It's like, you keep saying that that's your wife, that you're going to be respectful and stuff. And then you turn around and saying like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, now you're a fucking disrespectful asshole. Really? Like,
she's your wife when it's convenient. She's your wife in
when you're like one-on-one with her.
Yeah.
I will protect you. I'll make you happy. We'll make it work. We're not going to divorce in 3 years. After 3 years, we're going to be together. This is it for me. 5 seconds later,
I know.
Hannah
comes
in,
busting in the door.
And the fact that Hannah still had carte blanche coming and going at their house, like,
that should have stopped.
Like, as soon as you got married, she should have never had access. It was like, to me, that was just like, and they were like having sexy time at that point when she did. And then he was just like, instead of like kicking her out, that's what she hears. And she could tell like his demeanor changed. I would have been like,
you know what? Call me when you know what you want.
Hindsight 2020 on my portion. Like, I would have been like, I'm out.
Yeah.
But,
well, that's the thing. We come with experience, good and bad experience. So we know what we will and won't put up with. She
never had any relationship.
Ever?
No.
So let's think back to our first relationships. All right. I was a total bitch, but sorry.
I've had like that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why
I've had enough for both of us.
This is why I related so much with Raven.
Okay.
I'm just like, what I would say, I don't mind other woman drama, but this was like hit close. I was just like, I mean, obviously it's not sister or whatever, but it's still like the experience, whether it's a sister or somebody else, that I was just like, that fucking hit close. I was like,
but that makes a good book because it elicits all these feelings, so the writer.
There was a resolution. There was a happy ever after. Yeah. I just wanted a little bit more groveling on his portion. Not because like, hey, your week is up. Come home. Like,
yeah, right.
But I do like...
Didn't he camp out downstairs?
Yeah.
From there? Yeah.
So and then he went on a helicopter and then swing down and jumped like a fucking Mission Impossible dude over here. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? No, I mean, it's fine. Like, I just wanted more groveling, but I also like, they were kind of honest for the most part. Like there was no miscommunication. They would always like, okay, we won't run away. Hard truth.
I liked that for sure.
That cemented their relationship. It's like, okay, we're going to be honest. It doesn't matter whether it hurts your feelings or my feelings, but this is the honest truth. And then we can go from there. like, let's find a resolution. So
that was, I have to say, I'm glad that you brought that up. That was, I don't know that I've ever read a book where the two characters were truthful. Like when there was and I really enjoyed it. Like sometimes I like a miscommunication, but sometimes it's like, oh my God, oh wait, now there's another one and another.
If it's like over and over,
blows.
like, and then they don't resolve it. It's just like, let's just hate fuck each other and then be done with it. Like, okay, like this Mike Authority is like, look, wait, no, this is why you guys are toxic. And then you didn't resolve anything. So that one, I like that portion when they're like,
me too.
Okay, it's getting heavy, or like and he can read her well when she's trying to lie about it. He can read her and is like, no, truth time. Then they come out.
Hey, maybe this is for people. Maybe if you're having tough times in your marriage, read the book. You can learn how to communicate.
You call it a little
self-help for you.
Yeah, whatever.
No, I don't mean you. No, I'm just saying in general.
Well, if you're like me, if you have like emotional trauma from your childhood, here you go. Maybe it will give you a resolution when Raven finally cut out her mom's.
I think we already, so that was a good dislikes. I think I already covered it.
I feel like I had so many dislikes.
Right. Like, why was Hannah, okay, she's pregnant. But if you don't want your wife to leave and you think that you'll be able to figure out this new dynamic, her ass doesn't need to be under the same roof. Put her with grandma. Grandma wants her, so let her stay with grandma.
Grandma wants to take care of her. There you go,
Put
grandma.
her in another house. Fuck it, man.
I mean, they're all living in the same estate.
Send her somewhere else.
They were all living in the same estate. Yeah. Because remember, like, she could walk to Sierra's house because it's in the same vicinity. I don't know. Like, there's, like, few and far in between for my likes compared to my dislike. Because that shit is like, yeah. Like I said, it's like, it was a great book. I think I keep going back to this. If the groveling was more than what it was, like, for what he'd put her through, it would have been a 5-star for me. Because
I think that was a lot of complaints.
There's not a lot of books that can put me through a ringer where I'm like texting you like every fucking hour. I felt bad. It's like, she's probably working. And she's probably like, that's why she's not replying. This bitch keeps texting me like while I'm working with all her things when we can like talk about it. Because at that point I was like, oh my God, I need to just like type this out because I would stab somebody. And I don't know.
Well, after I ruined the pregnancy for you, I said, I'm not saying anymore. You're getting one-word answers from me.
I thought she was going to be the pregnant one. I thought it was going to be, what was it? Raven, and then be like lose, like Hannah will do something to make it lose it kind of thing.
Let me ask you this question. So, yes, we have our likes and dislikes, but if you took all the dislikes out of the book, would it have still been a 4-star? Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah,
no,
so we needed that.
Because then it was just like, where's the fucking drama, man? I know. I like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. There could have been a like different drama because there's like so many other things that could have happened.
Yeah.
You know, without it being an other woman drama, but it's okay. There's not. Majority of the other woman drama that I really don't like are like high schoolers because they're like fucking petty and then they're like, I'm going to act like I'm a badass. And I'm like, bitch.
Yeah, that gets old fast.
Yeah,
like if the first time you read it, you're like, oh, okay. But then it's in every book.
So that's why I'm like, I usually space out my like high schoolers and college ones because of that. Because at least with Mafia, yes, Mafia, they have other woman drama, but they pretty much like, there's always a good ending to it when they like kill off the character, or it's more of like it's an actual villain, like an actual villain in the story.
Yeah,
like where it's like the woman's it's other woman drama, but it's like an actual villain story kind of thing. But I mean, you don't see that often in Mafia unless it's already an arranged marriage for somebody else, and then they break it off. Then that's different, but for the most part, Mafia is usually like other things that they deal with.
True.
That's why I was like, that's why I think I don't, and that's pretty much kind of like a cheating trope, that's why I don't do it, because it's always going to be like another person drama including it. Like, I wanted to read The Fabrics of Our Souls or whatever I had the books and then I sold them, is because it's supposed to be a love triangle. And then one of the guys died.
Oh.
He sacrificed himself for them. And I was like, oh, thank God I didn't like read it, because what if I like the other one, the one that died, and then he got killed? Like, other people were like saying, it's like, oh, I thought it was going to be a throuple. Like, it will end up like a throuple. Because that's what they were like leaning towards too. And then he died. And I was like, yeah, I'm out, like, selling this. So I read the last 2 chapters just to see. And then I was like, oh, they killed him off. Okay.
Well, not to go off track, but just to piggyback off that, that's how I felt about the Ravenhood series. When they killed Dom, was that his name, Dominic?
Yes.
That was my favorite. And you freaking killed him. Tobias, why couldn't you kill him? I don't care about him.
Yeah, a lot of people got mad about it.
Killed Sean.
Because Dom was their favorite. And then they were...
Yeah.
Didn't they say that there was a POV of him or whatever?
Oh, I don't give a shit. I'm not reading it. I know he's dead. He's not coming back. This isn't a soap opera where they come back from the dead.
With the Forsaken series by Celeste.
Yeah, no.
Like, no, I'm out. Like, when I saw that unconventional HEA, I fucking found who read it. Like, who read it? It's like, who died? Like, tell me now who died. And then when they said it was Cam, who was my favorite from the very beginning, which everybody was like, I hated that dude. And I'm like, did we forget that this is a bully romance? He's supposed to be an asshole, but he is an asshole because he's protective of his siblings. Like, he had to be the adult. Anyway, but like, yeah. And then the guy that, like, they killed him off, at least when...
And then she was pregnant by him, and then... Like,
right, he was like, he lived on. Him. Yeah, I guess lived on his life. I was like, no, I still want him alive. But then they had a, like, the last point of view was him in heaven looking down. No, I don't want to read it. I don't want to read that. I want to read his point of view while he's alive. Okay?
Right. I know. Like, I know.
Like, and then they were like, boy, it was still a good ending. No, thank you. You are not going to make me, like, let me invest in this character for 2 books.
I know.
Just kill him off. And then the way he died, and who only got to pretty much say goodbye to him, I was like, that's fucked up. The fact that it was suggested by a reader, I'm like, what the fuck? I get it. It's a white shoes romance. She'll still have, like, whatever dudes she has. Doesn't matter. You kill. Ugh. And the fact is, Cam and one of the guys were together too in it.
Oh, that's just too much. That's just
like much. You basically hurt the other 2 that like have more, in love with him, not just like. Anyway, yeah, I don't like it when people kill characters.
Yeah. Well, at least we didn't get that in this book. Although you could have killed Hannah, I would have been fine.
Oh yeah, that I would have been.
Or the mother.
Had an accident, whatever.
Yeah.
I'll be fine with that. Would you continue the series?
Oh, absolutely. I'm waiting for mine to come. I know yours came already. I don't know why. You have magic mail. But mine says it won't be here until April 1st.
But I also have like the complete set from Catharina's website. So they're already there. But also I don't read paperbacks.
I do. I need it. If this is how I started it, then this is how I have to continue.
See, it's funny because I was like, I got 80% through audio and then the last 20% while I was at the salon. Thank God the last 20% I was like, okay, I'm not going to cry here. It's all good. I got all the
one you got, the temporary wife, it's the purple edges.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why I have to wait till April 1st then.
When did you pre-order it? I pre-ordered this last year.
No, like the other day.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's why you're going to wait. They're shipping the ones that ordered last year.
No, I got it from Amazon.
Oh, I got this one from Barnes & Nobles. Barnes & Nobles are ahead.
Oh, if I would have done my research, maybe it would have been coming, but whatever.
Well, and I also pre-ordered this when she first announced them, that they're reprinting them with those. So that was last year.
So, and what do we know? So the next is Lucas and Valentina? Is that what you said?
Luca and Valentina.
Luca and Valentina. Okay. Which should be interesting. I'm excited for that one. That's going to be good.
Which is, it's funny, like, the grandma is pretty much like pushing it towards them. And then when they were like, we get married, she was like, what?
I know.
The fuck? Like, what do you mean you got married?
Wasn't he arranged to someone else?
Yes, to the Russian.
Oh, yeah.
Whatever, like the oil princess.
And the grandma said, no, because the last time I let Eris and pick his wife, I let him go off script, and look what happens.
Well, no, but like when she first said that, oh, Luca, you're gonna be like arranged to be married to this one, and Valentina like books out, and then Luca chases her. Aris noticed the grandma, even Raven noticed the grandma, like she was smirking, like, what the fuck is she up to? And then that's why they're like surprised when they announced that they're married, that she was like, what the fuck did you just say? Like, excuse me, we'll talk about this later. Like, what? Like, she's pissed. And I was like, but you were pushing them together. That's what you were doing. It's like you were matchmaking. That's why you said it.
I wonder if, and this is not me spoiling anything, this is just a conspiracy theory, Valentina's name really isn't Valentina, and she's the one, like, she's been like...
Well, I don't know. It says temporary wife. I'm just like, what are these titles happening on these titles? Temporary wife. See. Like, are they going to get divorced?
No.
They better not. I mean, it's an HEA, obviously. As long as I don't, like, have to cry about it.
No, I think it'll be all right. Unless... she's got a shitty mom.
I know. Like there's not a lot around like what's going on. So we'll see. I need a break from them though, so I'll go back to Jaggers, finish the Hunted Queen, and then I'm gonna get the arc for CR Jane, which is the wrong place. So it's gonna be sports, but she's always dark with the sports, and then continue with Jagger.
What do we have? And I think we can tell people just in case they want to listen. What do we have by way of other book reviews? Oh, Kiss the Villain.
Yes, Kiss the Villain.
So we'll have that. So for any of you listeners.
I took the day off tomorrow so I can listen to it. I pre-ordered the audiobook, but I like the audiobook because Teddy Hamilton is going to come back as Nikolai. And I'm just like, yes. I don't know why. Like, I'm like, I am. Okay. I love God of Fury, story-wise, like overall story, like the plot and all that stuff. Nikolai was not my favorite. He was too much of a golden retriever in his book compared to the books in the other series. Because in the other series, he was like psychotic. So I was just like, oh, I'm excited for Nikolai. Like, what's going to happen?
Oh, so he's going to make a cameo in this
Nikolai
book.
and Bran are going to make a cameo. Glyndon is going to make a cameo. Obviously, Killian is going to be there. And Jeremy's going to be there. So,
all right. So that'll be something to look forward to. We could chat about that in a few weeks. So if any listeners want to...
Well, we're chatting about it next week. But then, it's in a few weeks. Yeah, no, I'm excited to chat about it because we also need to like chat a little bit of the other... Before we get into Kiss of the Villain, like we have to like chat about the other books. I probably would like re-listen to God of Fury again when I'm like driving. Because it's funny, it's entertaining to me. And I feel like TikTok's like telling me like, go read it again since it's all over my fucking For You page. It's all I see. It's like, oh no, between God of Fury and Kiss the Villain spoilers, I was pissed about the spoiler. Like you told, like I would have wanted to be surprised on who's the next one in that series. And now you're
I don't know. I didn't see many of those, so I'm okay with it. And I don't remember anything anyway. So
when I first start seeing it, like I would like scroll through, or like I would say not interested. I even like put a filter for Kiss the Villain, Rena Can, or whatever, and I still kept getting it because they were like started hashtagging Vaughn, and I was like, fucking that's like I was so mad. And then they put also who it is, and I was like, I know this fucking character. I feel like I know who the character is. So I had to like block. I started blocking everybody. It's like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I don't know if you're nice or not. You're blocked because you fucking put a screenshot of the surprise that we've been waiting.
I didn't read it.
It was an actual screenshot of the fucking book at the end. And I'm like, y'all are fucking assholes. And then there was the discourse of like, he's supposed to have a girlfriend and it's supposed to be this one. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Damien doesn't even have a story. I have a book. We don't even know if he actually got married to that person.
I don't even remember it, so I don't even care. It has no bearing on me. Nope, there's
okay,
no bearing
so-
on me. So I don't want to hear it. Don't tell me.
Kirill
I'm
and
going in
Sasha, the
surprise.
Monster Trilogy.
Yeah,
Kirill and Sasha. Remember, Kirill was okay being labeled as gay.
Yeah.
Right. So people's arguments like Kirill is going to be disappointed with his son. It's like, everybody thought he was gay because nobody knew that Sasha was a woman. And he let them think that because she wasn't ready to announce to everybody who she was. Like, why? What? That's why
I don't know who Damien is though. So
that's why I put on my, this one girl wrote 3 essays or 2 essays about this. And I was like, I'm blocking you. First of all, you've never read any Rena Kent book. She literally put it in there. I've never read Rena Kent's books, but I'm disappointed that Vaughn is going to be an romance. And I'm like, what?
yeah. You know what? You waste too much time reading people's shit.